Pat Mahoney to talk about Election Day. Pat, this is an important election day. Most people, it's kind of not even on their radar screens, although there are some races even near here that are being watched very carefully. But there's a lot at stake this election day, and we're talking about casting your vote as a matter of Christian stewardship. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on today.
Well, first of all, I just want to point to everyone in the audience. I have my iVote. It's on my Schenck.
I was there.
Rob, this is one of the most important off-year elections in history. The Virginia race for governor, which looks like the Republican McDonald is going to win. But
not just Republican. Interesting. He's a graduate of Regent University.
Right. Professing Christian. Some people thought after the national elections with President Obama that it was important maybe to moderate some of quote-unquote conservative views or others. McDonald is showing that that is simply not the case. The two really critical races outside of this, because it looks like McDonald's is going to be Deeds, is the New Jersey governor's race.
Right. You have Chris Christie against the incumbent John Corzine, who's been governor there.
Who's a multi-millionaire from Sachs Goldman, funded a lot of the campaign himself.
Goldman Sachs, by the way.
Anyway, this race is unbelievable because I'm a New Jersey native.
Where am I, by the way?
That's right. You're Northern Jersey. I was the Jersey Shore. Rarely does a Republican, especially in the last 30 years, fare well there. Here, Obamacare, just 1 year ago. Think about it. 1 year ago today, President Obama won that state by 20 points. Now, Corzine is down 2 points.
I think this is interesting, and one of the reasons I find it interesting is because it may indicate that the sentiments of the country did not shift that much. But instead you had, now this is my analysis and I'm an amateur when it comes to politics, but you had a very strong turnout in the African American community, understandably so. You had a lot of young people who were mobilized by an internet campaign that was unmatched in the Obama campaign. But it appears that those two blocks of voters are not turning out in this election, so it's back to sort of the average American's sentiments being expressed. How do you see it?
Well, I think that certainly definitely comes into play. And when we look at the numbers, there's no way the African-American community or the particularly college-age vote is going to be as high as it was in 2008. However, here's what I think happened. When you look at President Obama's campaign, he ran a fairly moderate campaign.
Right, and you're going to get, even our folks are going to challenge you on that, but if you compare it,
there's no question about it. What you look, tax cuts, decreased spending, all of this, when you look at strong faith commitment, when you look comparing apples and apples, he ran a fairly moderate campaign.
And he made some extreme liberals or left people, he made them pretty clean.
He did. When I say
they're still complaining.
Right. When I say a relatively moderate campaign, let's look now at how he's governed. The $870 billion stimulus package with unemployment reaching 10%. There's health care. Abortion still included in the health care. I mean, the list goes on and on.
By the way, I want you to make a point of that because some people are hearing that it's not, but in fact, in real brief, it's shocking.
Yeah, two issues. One, you hear your senator or congressman, if they support health care, say, abortion's not in health care because the Hyde Amendment protects it and doesn't allow federal dollars for abortion.
Not true.
That's not true. Because the Hyde Amendment only applies to Medicaid. This is a new revenue stream, and this is according to the Associated Press.
This is not Medicaid.
It is not. You need to add a Hyde.
Don't apply.
Right. You need to add a Hyde Amendment into health care.
Okay. Now, what's going to happen here, though, is that private insurers or other insurance entities are going to pay for the abortions. Then they're going to get reimbursed by tax dollars. So the tax dollars aren't being spent on abortion; they're being sent to the insurance companies. That's the tricky part.
This is the second part, and as Christians, we're to support and honor leadership. But I have to say in this one, and I have to be direct, President Obama is pulling a sleight of hand. President Obama said before a joint session of Congress that not one tax penny is going to be used to pay for abortions. In the narrowest, and when I mean narrowest sense of the word, it's true. But Reverend Schenck, just what you mentioned, The insurance companies will pay the abortion clinic the money for the abortion, and then the government will reimburse them with your money.
So one way to make a statement on this, on the part of people of faith, people who respect the sanctity of life, while the health care bill right now is a matter before Congress, and of course we can pray, we can apply pressure, we can make phone calls and so forth. That's very, very important. And God bless people like Bart Stupak, Democrat, who's holding things up right now, and is probably the most hated man on Capitol.
We were scheduled to pray with him today, and I would appreciate your prayers. We were scheduled to pray with him today, and his mother-in-law passed away.
So that's right. So our condolences and our prayers and compassion very much to to the Stupak family, especially to his wife's family. In any case, at the same time, by voting today, you can also send a very strong message, because depending on the candidate you choose, we do not endorse candidates. We do not speak for one party or for another party, but you discern it. You look at your candidates, you discern who you should vote for. When you do cast your vote, you can send a very strong message up here to Congress how you feel about the sanctity of life, vis-a-vis health care, etc. So this is a really, very important day. I hope you're praying about it. I hope you're taking it very seriously. You still have some hours to get out there and cast your vote. Please don't throw it away.
Absolutely.
This is a matter of Christian stewardship. This is a matter of you being salt and light here in our culture and American civilization. Your vote is not wasted, because even if your candidate doesn't prevail, the numbers send a strong message and often bridle whoever does get into office. They say, you know, boy, we can't go that far because look what the numbers showed us in the last election. So no vote is ever wasted. You pray about it. You get out there and you vote. Pat, thanks for the insight. Appreciate it. Even with your Jersey accent. Okay. See you later.